Hi, it's Don. Today's post is titled The Homogenization of Wine. Every time I read certain industry publications, I can't help but think that the wine industry is going the way of the dodo bird. The overharvesting of birds combined with the habitat loss and a losing competition with the newly introduced animals was too much for the dodos to survive. So too may be what's in store for wine. A few years ago, and more recently reported by yours truly, I mentioned that if you owned a winery, you had to make a rosé wine. It was just too popular to not. Each time I look at the big conglomerates of the wine biz, I see that they are obsessed with more and more expansion, something that even lesser wineries can't ignore. Rosé wine is a start. Then the cross-utilization of barrels, and as I read the most recent issue of one of those specific publications, I see so many extending their reach into regions of the world heretofore having their own representation and notoriety. While I was working in the finance arena back many years ago, the fad was for companies to spread their wings far afield from what their core business contained. Rather than start in a new venture, it was easier to buy out others in the field that you wanted to expand. This created conglomerates of multi-diverse companies, and as the saying goes, they were a jack of all trades and masters of none. I fear in a rush to become all things to all wine drinkers, this same attitude exists today. Is that truly sustainable long term? Maybe. What does it represent for wine drinkers out there? Maybe for those who are casual drinkers, it won't matter. After all, with a fancy label and some great marketing, you can have a winning wine. For those of us who strive to find wines of extraordinary caliber, it makes that process so much more difficult. I pondered how many wines I have drunk over the decades and realized that I have barely scratched the surface, even when you don't factor in the various vintages and just concentrate on the wine names. As long as I can, I will be a force that extols the virtue of well-made wines over those made just to please the masses. I can only hope that there are wineries and winemakers that believe as I do and continue to focus on quality over quantity, pleasure over profit. Cheers.